Hola.
Welcome back to the vlog and to Menor Golf Club here in beautiful Alicante, Spain. So if you haven't already watched the front 9 video, go ahead and check that out before you check this video out. But let's get started here on the back 9. The back 9 starts with a par 5 and it's the only par 5 out here, as this back 9 is going to be a par 35. So it is a pretty long par 5, not reachable in 2, a little bit elevated, and just some bunkers guarding the landing area, so just have to be a bit cautious of that. I am going for the 5 foot here just because I wanted to be short of one of the bunkers up there that was going to be reachable with the 3 wood. So after the 5 foot, I left myself with about 105 yards. It was playing closer to 110 due to the conditions and the weather as I sit in the front 9. So I'm going for a soft pitching wedge here. This green is a little bit elevated, as I think you can tell, but the pin is also located in front, so I know that there is space past the pin. Hit a good pitching wedge and left myself with about a 4 footer left for birdie. So like I said in the front 9 as well, for 8 footers it's even more prominent for me in these shorter putts, just to take even less break and just be a bit more aggressive. Personally, I feel like that does help me make more putts, especially in the shorter range. So next up we have a par 4. There are bunkers guarding the left side of the fairway and there is a hazard down the right side. However, I could not reach the little part of the hazard that was sticking out on the right side, so I knew that I could safely aim there and just hit a driver. And this hole is of decent length as well, so I knew that I did want to hit a driver just to make sure that I got as much distance as I can and give myself as short of an approach shot as I can as well. After the drive, I had about 142 yards. There is a bunker in front of the pin, so I knew that I needed to fly the ball all the way to the pin. Based on my rangefinder, I was playing about 149, so I decided to go with a 6 iron here. A full 6 iron for me carries about 155 on a regular shot, so over here I'm hitting a half shot which probably carries about 150. A good 6 iron left me with about a 15 footer left for birdie. Pretty good look at it uphill. However, as you can see, the ball just broke a lot more than I thought it was going to, so definitely did not have enough break on that one. But we're walking away with a par on the second hole. Hole 12 is a par 4, pretty short in distance. There is a bunker down the center of the fairway, so it was measuring about 250 yards to get there. There is a chance that I might reach it, so I think this is just one of those things where you need to consider. If I hit a good drive, I'll probably have a short approach shot into the green, and if I don't and I get into the bunker, the worst to worst, am I going to be able to hit a decent shot off that bunker? For me, I considered and I thought yes, because I did not think that it would leave me in an awkward bunker distance, so I decided to go with the driver. So like you can see here, got pretty close to the bunker but ended up being just short of it, so left myself with a good distance. This is 97 yards, playing about 102, going for the pitching wedge, but just kind of like a chip shot pitching wedge.
I literally just had like a leg cramp. If you guys are wondering what was going on there, let's not talk about it.
Nice.
Hole 13 is a dogleg right par 4. From this tee box, I was not really confident that I would be easily carrying that bunker down the right side, so I didn't want to carry the corner. I was just aiming for the bunker further out, which is not within reach for me, and just playing the hole as it's meant to be played. So obviously when you don't cut the corner on a dogleg hole, you're going to end up with a little bit of a longer approach shot. But it wasn't too bad because the pin was in front. So this approach shot was playing about 140 yards. I was going for the half 7 here, which was going to carry right about the distance of the pin. Again, like I said, the pin is in front, so I knew that if anything, this would be over the pin rather than short, because I knew that there is green past the pin.
I think this is the only course that I've ever seen in my entire life where there is water hazards on the right side and it's actually sloping away from the water hazard. You know how usually when there's a water hazard, everything kicks towards the water hazard? So I think they were being really nice on this hole when they built it.
Oh, nice.
Can't miss.
Hole 14, we've got a long par 3, 199 yards, and it's over water and a bunker, so you definitely wanted to get this all the way to the pin. I was a little bit hesitant with hitting the 5 wood here and was kind of going between the 5 and the 3 wood, so it's safe to say I wasn't the most confident on this shot, and that probably explains why I pulled it left, because I did not want to go into the hazard. Like you can see here on the left side, it was just a bunker, really nothing much. It is a pretty long bunker shot though, and the pin was tucked all the way to the end, so you did not want to be too aggressive with this because past the pin is downhill, so if I were to fly too far, there is a chance that it's going to roll past and into the other bunker on the other side of the green. Fortunately, I hit a good shot there, gave myself a decent look at par, so this was my putt for par on the 14. Not the best putt, but it is okay because it's a long par 3, not the easiest hole as you can tell. So sometimes you just gotta accept when you don't hit a good shot, there's a chance you're gonna make a bogey. Hole 15 has a giant bunker running through the entire fairway, so I decided to go with a 3 wood here just to get myself short of the bunker. If you were very confident with your bunker shot and you wanted a shorter approach into the green, it might not be a bad idea, just know that you're probably going to be in the bunker. The approach for me was about 138 yards. The bunker actually extends all the way to the front of the green, so definitely taking more club here just to make sure that if anything, I'm going to be past all those bunkers. Past the pin was definitely going to be fine on this hole. So I pulled my approach shot a little bit, which meant that I was a little bit left of the pin, but I still gave myself a look at birdie here. It's about a 24-footer left for birdie.
Seriously.
Hole 16 is the longest par 4 on this 9. It's 422 yards. There are some bunkers down the right side, but that's pretty much the only thing guarding the fairway. So just aiming a little bit left here and just trying to get this as far down the fairway as I can. The pin on this green was located behind the bunker, and it was a very short green, so especially based on the pin position, there wasn't a lot of landing area where the pin was. So for this second shot, especially since I'm hitting a pretty long club, I'm just aiming towards the right side of this green and giving myself a chance to putt. A long putt is almost always going to be better than any chip. I think it's also important to note that no matter how good you're hitting the ball, there's always going to be certain pin positions or certain greens that you're just not going to be very aggressive on. Like you can tell today I'm hitting the ball pretty good. I haven't really missed a lot of greens. However, I know that it's not realistic to try and stop the ball on the short, narrow part of the green, especially on a tricky pin position. I mean, there are pin positions that are literally left out there just so that you can make mistakes. So being able to identify those and knowing when you need to aim for the center of the green is very important as well. There's definitely going to be pins that you can attack, but there's also definitely going to be pins that you need to be more conservative with.
If this go in, I got nothing to say lah. I really
Why
got
you
nothing.
jinxed it?
I jinxed it. Yeah, you hit it first, okay?
It looked good though.
Yeah. Halfway through, I say, barely gonna go in.
Moving on to the second last hole of the year, hole 17, which is a par 3. Playing 153 yards, the pin is located behind the bunker today, so again, definitely wanted to carry it all the way there. The pin was in front as well, so as you can tell today, there are a lot of front pins and a lot of pins past the bunkers, so we are definitely trying to play more club rather than less today. Gave myself another good look at birdie here on the 17th. Unfortunately, just not the right line, but you know, statistically, I mean, you're not going to make every putt. There's nothing worse than forgetting all the good putts that you made and only remembering the bad ones. We all know that as golfers, we are always striving for perfection. Every time we finish the round, we might think about all the shots that we missed, but we often forget or overlook all the shots that we made or all the good saves that we did. It's so much easier to dwell on what could have been than what we actually did well, and I think that is something that is detrimental to our game. So if you're looking for something to work on in 2022, I always think that a good attitude and a good behavior and a good mindset is definitely going to help you play better golf. So if you're looking to improve your game, that is something that you can work on as well. Don't only work on improving your skills, but you're also going to need to improve the mental part of your game if you're going to want to see better scores, because they all at the end of the day come together, and when they come together, that's when you start seeing results and you start seeing better scores and you start enjoying golf more. So it all goes hand in hand. Thank you guys for watching this vlog to the end if you did, and thank you for a wonderful 2021. See you in 2022.
Last par of 2021.